Alright, you guys, let's talk Rampage. We started off with Brian Cage versus Darby Allin, and there's nothing to wow you in this match, but I will say this, that with All In being so close, we are going to start seeing some things playing out that's supposed to go towards the pay-per-view, even on Rampage. So we are getting a chance to see some of these stories and some of these little build-ups on Rampage too, not just on Dynamite or on Collision. So with this match, we do have Prince Nana who is ringside. However, that's nothing for Darby. You guys know Darby is like as big as a toothpick, and they want us to believe that he can easily beat someone like Brian Cage. And honestly, it's not believable. Now, he's a daredevil type of guy or whatever, but still, Brian is so much bigger. He's freaking jacked. He is huge. Like, there's just no way you can't notice a guy like that walking by. Now, Darby, he does put up a fight of his life. And honestly, I'm tired of seeing Darby using a coffin drop on anyone, because at this point it's like, how can a coffin drop be effective on someone like Brian Cage, on pretty much anybody on the roster, since everyone is bigger than him? Anyway, Darby takes this win, and I was not happy about that, but I'm not surprised because, he got that match at Wembley with his partner going to be Sting versus AR Fox and what's his name, Swerve Strickland. So I'm not surprised that he ended up taking the win. The very second that he won with a roll up, you guys, here comes Luchasaurus coming in, snatched him up, and he attacked Darby. And the cameraman, you guys, got a shot of a little girl who has on Darby Allin makeup, and she is crying like a baby. And I'm just like, yo, y'all not gonna get that camera out her face? Like, she's literally crying. I could not believe that. You're definitely gonna see memes about it if you haven't seen it yet. Now, while this little girl is crying, we do have Christian Cage, who is backstage watching Luchasaurus attack Darby Allin. You guys know Darby Allin has a title shot for the TNT title, but that will be at the All Out pay-per-view, which is a week after the All In pay-per-view. So let's say if Christian is still champion by then we'll see Darby versus Christian for the TNT title. So that's the reason why he's getting his ass whooped. I gotta show you guys the picture of that little girl crying. It's insane. So now we have Britt Baker. She's doing an interview with Renee Paquette, and she's going to have a match with the Bunny on Dynamite. Whichever one of these girls wins the match will be part of the Fatal 4-Way match with the women's for the women's title. Now, I'm pretty sure she's going to end up winning, but with this interview, she's saying how the Bunny's been working her ass off since her injury. She's been in rehab and she's ready to get in the ring. But unfortunately for the Bunny, she's going to end up taking the win and going off to Wembley. This is a historic event, and there's just no way that she cannot be in this match. Now, I know some people like Britt and they're happy to hear her say that, and they want to see her in that match. But lately, since we've been hearing those rumors about Britt Baker being the locker room bully when it comes to the women's division and things like that, it kind of makes me not want to really see her advance. And let's be honest, Britt has had a lot of great opportunities in AEW. So for me personally, I would like to see other women who hasn't really gotten a opportunities, who haven't held any titles or who haven't been at the top of the women's roster to move forward. Now, the Bunny, she's been gone for months now, and there's no storyline with her or anything, but I personally would have rather see her advance just so she can have the opportunity, because Britt, she's had opportunity after opportunity since she's walked through the door. So honestly, I don't really care about her going on to Wembley. Now, we're pretty sure that's what's going to end up happening. We also get an update from Eddie Kingston, who is still in Japan, and he's giving an update with his career there in Japan. And he does still have the New Japan Strong Openweight title, and he's saying that he has no problem defending it in Japan or even on AEW TV as well. So that's kind of hinting that he'll probably be back soon, and he'll be able to defend that title on AEW TV. So that'll be pretty cool. Eddie Kingston is definitely a fan favorite, but I know he's absolutely living his dream being in Japan right now. So great job for Eddie for living his dreams. I know he's always wanted to be in Japan. He's even met his favorite wrestler as well. So good job for Eddie Kingston doing the absolute most that he can do with his career. I hope to see him win some AEW gold. So up next, we have the international title on the line, Johnny TV versus Orange Cassidy. And we do have Harley Cameron, who is singing Johnny's theme song. And to be honest, she's not horrible, but I don't want to hear any live music. So I didn't really care for her performance. She comes out with the whole QTV group or whatever, and they're ringside. Now, they do try to get involved during this match, and the referee get them the hell out of there. And while he kicks them out, Wheeler Yuta is somehow already ringside. Like, where the hell did he come from? He's also trying to get a couple of hits in on Orange Cassidy. Now, they do have a good match, but throughout this match, Orange Cassidy is playing off a back injury, and obviously that hand that's supposed to be broken by now. And Johnny does not go after his hand or his back. Like, that is just so weird. If someone is walking around acting like something hurts, or maybe if it does hurt, I don't know. Why are you not taking advantage of that? I hate when that happens. Anyway, their match is cool. Wheeler does try to get involved, and the referee tells him to leave. Instead of going to the back, he goes on commentary with Chris Jericho and them. So it's cool to hear Wheeler Yuta's voice, because we haven't heard so much from him lately. It's usually Moxley or Claudio who's doing all the talking, so that's okay. Chris Jericho, he's on commentary, and he's talking about how Orange Cassidy is the greatest international champion. And I'm just like, bro, he's the only international champion. And, having Chris Jericho, he seems to be joking around, being playful on commentary. And I'm like, it's great. He's in great spirits after being let go by the Jericho Appreciation Society. Now, obviously, Orange Cassidy ends up retaining. And once he wins, here is Wheeler Yuta coming out from commentary. He's walking slowly to the ring. Orange Cassidy grabs the mic and say, bro, walk your ass up a little bit faster. I know you're trying to attack me. So then Wheeler Yuta walks slowly, but here is Jon Moxley and Claudio coming from behind, but they don't attack him. Wheeler Yuta let him know that he wants a title shot. So I'm happy, and I'm like, yes, at All In, that's great. Not at All In, but next Wednesday? Boo, suck. Anyway, they're going to be having a match for the international title on Dynamite, and really, I think it would have been better if they left it for Wembley. So next we have a beautiful video package of ROH tag team history. They put everything together so nicely, and I really like that they're emphasizing on about ROH on AEW TV, especially now that Aussie Open are the tag champions. However, they put a nice video package of tag team history and all that just to give us a squash match with Aussie Open versus the Outrunners. It was literally 3 minutes tops, and they barely got a chance to do anything in this match, and I hate this. How are you trying to celebrate tag team history, ROH tag team history, and put them in a ring for 3 minutes, and they're not even really doing anything? I can't stand it. Now, Aussie Open obviously retains the title, but then they end up responding to MJF and little Adam Cole, as Aussie Open says. They're basically saying, yes, we will, put the titles on the line at the 0 hour for the All In pay-per-view. I'm pretty sure we already knew that they were always going to accept this anyway, but I just found it to be really strange that they want to celebrate tag team history and then put a shitty match like this It's absolutely insane. So up next, before we get into the main event, was a weird little commercial with Jeff Jarrett, and I believe he was promoting a new video game based off Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie, and at the end of all that, then he goes, "It's going to be me and Jeff Hardy having a Texas Chainsaw Massacre death match on Dynamite," and I'm just like, am I hearing this right? Like, what the hell? Jeff Hardy and you? If they had said someone younger, maybe that's something we would see John Moxley in. But I thought that was absolutely random that of all people to be in this type of style match, that it would be Jeff Jarrett and Jeff Hardy. You guys get ready to cringe next week. It's gonna be insane. And also, he says he's gonna bring his friends, so Jeff better bring his friends. What the hell? I can't wait to see how horrible that turns out. So for the main event, we have Saraya versus Sky Blue, and whoever wins this match will also be part of the Fatal 4-Way match for the women's title at Wembley. Now, first 2 minutes, there were a lot of pinfalls between these girls, and I'm pretty sure the referee was dizzy as hell. We had the Outcasts over ringside, and you guys already know they're there to help whichever one of their teammates is in the ring win. Now, Saraya, she actually looks pretty comfortable in the ring. I know we haven't seen her in one-on-one action in quite some time, but she looks much more comfortable. And I just had flashback to years ago when she was crying about not being able to get back into the ring. And here she is now doing what she thought was going to be impossible for the rest of her life. So that's not the case for all wrestlers, especially Big E, who confirmed that wrestling is definitely off the table. But at least he has his health, and he'll be able to move on and find other things that will work out for him. So I'm really happy that Saraya could come in the ring. However, the Outcasts are there. They're helping her out. And we have Toni Storm. She's being so dramatic. And she has this black satin robe. And I'm just like, yo, why would you even be wearing this? And then I thought about it. 3 weeks ago, I ordered a black satin robe too. And I have yet to wear mine. So I guess I'm being dramatic as well. Now, the match, I do think it's okay. It's pretty good for Saraya, especially, like I said, for someone that we never thought would be in the ring again. But Sky Blue, what's going on with her? She used to be seeming to be highly favored, and now it's like every time she comes in a ring, she's doing the job. Obviously, we do have the girls getting involved. We do have Toni Storm who gets involved, and then Ruby sprays, what's her name? Sky Blue with the spray paint, and then Saraya takes advantage of that and goes for the win, and they whoop her ass until the camera goes off. And honestly, I'm happy that we're starting to see things of the pay-per-view playing out, and also I'm glad that Tony Khan is putting women's matches in main events. So we're seeing a little bit of that happening a little bit more often. So I do think that those rumors about the women's division and how they're not getting along and stuff like that, I think he's trying to help put those rumors to rest by giving the women's opportunities that they don't normally get. So that's a good thing. But it's going to take a lot more than what we're seeing right now. And I'm really hoping that the match, the Fatal 4-Way match, is not going to be the only women's match on that card. They would really favor if they had at least one more other match. I know they don't have, oh wait, Chris Statlander has a title. I forgot about her. She is just not doing it for me. Definitely, they need to have another women's match on there. They can do another Fatal 4-Way match for the TBS title as well. So to get as much women's as they possibly can on that all-in card, that would be lovely. Guys, thanks so much for watching my review. I'll be back tomorrow with Collision. Bye.